I'm gonna get married, you know? Or I'm just gonna be in that creepy old guy hanging out in a bar, you know, red chest hair hanging out. No, seriously, I don't know what's wrong with me. I just, I think I just stayed single too long, man. It's just brutal. There's a critical point when you stay single too long and when your brain switches from, you know, like, you know, don't say that to her. Eh, fuck it. And they'll just stand right next to it. They don't even have the decency to run away. They'll, like, light your clothes on fire. They're like, ta-da, I did that shit. Oh, yeah. And I was so proud of my work, I stuck around to see your reaction. I invited a couple of friends to heckle you as you tried to stomp it out with your bare feet. Oh, yeah, they'll, like, key your car, sign their name. Susan did this shit! And you're sitting like, now, can I at least put her in a headlock, give her a couple of...
Yeah, there's nothing stopping you other than the fact that you guys are just into destroying each other. No, now it's going to get quiet. I see all that sneaky shit you do. Ladies, if you could just support the WNBA the way you support a fat chick that's proud of her body and is no longer a threat to you, you know, that league would be doing better numbers than the NBA. Outside, we're in the woods. We can be honest. Just regular, who gives a fuck? Can't remember a name, looking women, right? Well, looking at these goddesses, and they had the fucking be the. How am I supposed to compete with that? You can't. How fucking arrogant are you? Always talking about body issues. That's the dumbest one ever. When they talk about Hollywood, going like, Hollywood, they create these impossible body images, blah, blah, blah. You know, that whole thing, the plus-size actress, right? The fatties, you know? That's like a big thing. They're sick of being treated like fat people. I don't know what it is they're doing. They're going on the cover of magazines now, just like showing how fat they are, wearing a little bit amount of clothes. And everybody's like hyping them up, like, oh my God, that's so brave. I don't know why, though. Why? They're not a race. They're not a religion. It's totally curable. Eat an apple and go for a walk, you know? Why are you yelling at everybody else? The fuck are you giving me shit for? All right? You put the cookies in there. I didn't. How is this my problem? Jesus Christ, you ate your way in, you can walk your way out. Lights out, curtains drawn until at least 2 in the afternoon before I can even look at you, you fucking piece of shit. Yeah, you're supposed to have no shame? That's the new world? You're just gonna walk around sucking dick, you know, eating cookies, and just show up, and nobody's supposed to say anything? No one's supposed to have an opinion? Like, wow, that's gonna go off the rails pretty soon. I know, it's probably mean to do this stuff, but, like, you can only have so much sin. And then disappeared into the crowd like Hannibal Lecter at the end of Silence of the Lambs. It's one of the most heartbreaking things I've ever seen in my life. And then I come back to my country, and it's like, oh, the studio said I lose 15 pounds to star in a movie. Well, then start running, you fat fuck. That's your big complaint in life? You know what it is? You know what it is? You know what it is about these fatties? You know what it really is? It's a fucking miserable experience. Just walking around, your whole body's eating yourself. You know, you want some cake? No, just take a salad. Balsamic vinaigrette on the side, no croutons. Oh my God, when is the photo shoot? I want to kill myself. It's horrible. You ever try to get fat? No. You don't have to. It's effortless. You can fight.
Yes, I did. Very happy about that. I'm very happy with that. Because it was starting to get weird, you know? It's like 45 years old. Oh, my girlfriend. Yeah, we're going to go out and get some pop, you know? Going to parties. It was just weird. Because I hang out with people my age, you know, and they all got married. They all had kids. And I just couldn't contribute when people were standing around talking about marriages and kids, you know? I feel like a little kid. They're sitting there going like, oh, the superintendent of the mayoral candidate. And a conversation would come around to me. I felt like I was like 8 years old. I'd just be like, did anybody see the YouTube video where the raccoon stole the cat's food? And the cat was scratching him, and the raccoon didn't care. He just came in like this, like George Foreman. And then he reached out, he had hands. All of a sudden he had hands. I didn't know they had hands. He scooped it up, and he ran away on paws. You guys know they had hands? I'm just thinking it's too fucking late, you know? Come on, man. I'm gonna have a kid. I'm gonna die of natural causes when the kid's in 5th grade. Right? Throwing him a frisbee. We used to use these in the 70s. I had to do a face plant. My kid's standing there. Mom, Dad's sleeping again. Yeah, I feel hopelessly behind. All my friends have kids. Most of my friends who have kids are cool. But I got a couple of those who think now that they have a kid, like that I don't understand anything anymore. You know those people? Most basic shit. Hey, man, it's kind of cold out today. Oh, dude, you don't understand. You don't understand cold. So you got a 2-year-old with a mitten up his ass, and you're trying to get chocolate up the other one's face. Like, all right, I get it. You have a more complex life, but I still understand being cold. Teeth chattering. Kind of lets me know, right? Mine just turned 6. Mine just turned 7. I just feel hopelessly behind. You know? So what I'm actually thinking of doing, I'm thinking about adopting. You know? Yeah. Some off, right? Mine just turned 6. Mine just turned 7. I'd love to just show up with an 8-year-old like dominoes. Yeah. Now I get to tell you what you don't understand. 7-year-old, where do they turn to 8? 8 is such a funny age. Terrible, too. Try the instant 8 when just bam, they're just there like... all their issues. Dude, I should do it, though. I should adopt. I think it's a great thing to do. And I already know what I want to get. I do. Gotta do is let him sit down. I am immediately the greatest human being this kid has ever met. Just bring him on. Yeah, man, have a seat. He'd be like, I get to sit down. Yeah, lay down on the couch. He'd be like, it's like a cloud. It's like a cloud. Yeah, I'll get him a bowl of Fritos. Put on cricket or soccer, one of those sweatshop sports. I don't know. Kid would love me. So that's my first draft pick. All right? Coming out of the gate with that. You! You've been on a line all day, mister. Don't even start that shit. Don't even start that shit. You say that every time. Yes, you do. Mm-hmm. Every fucking time you say that. You know the answer. Now, you want me to say it again? Fine, I'll break it down to you, okay? You know what? You know why it is? You know why? You want to know why? Because you're so. All right? Yeah. Yeah, dude. You so. Dude, he's fucking killed people. You understand that? No, he doesn't. He doesn't have to make his bed, too. No, he doesn't. Because he doesn't sleep.
Like he's Tesla tapping into the atmosphere. I know, this is always uncomfortable. I know, you bought into it, right? That whole advertising, the way they aligned themselves with some of the greatest people of all time. Jesus, Gandhi, me. Remember that? Muhammad Ali, John Lennon, this guy. How the fuck was that dude like any of them? Gandhi didn't have a sweatshirt only to catch a net and get ricocheted back through the window to have to put together yet another iPad. John Lennon didn't have children in his basement pressing those fucking albums. I know. New phone can't fit the old charger. This is your hero? This is the guy? This is what all the silence is about? This is what all the silence is about? New phone can't fit the old charger, so then you gotta throw it out, ends up in the ocean around some octopus's neck. Do you realize how much sea life is ecstatic that man is no longer walking the earth? That's where it all ends up, you know. Doesn't go in a landfill, ends up in the ocean. You realize that? I hate people who say I don't pollute. I don't pollute. Yeah, you do. You use shit and you throw it out. Well, you think because you put it in like a basket, it just poof, disappears? Everything you ever used is somewhere. You ever think about that? Remember that flannel shirt you bought back in the day when you got into Pearl Jam? That's out there somewhere. Probably on some porpoise's face. He's trying to get it off. Stupid little flippers. All the fads. You remember rollerblading? Remember that? Everybody had them. We set up, right?
One little homophobic joke killed that entire fad. What's the hardest thing about rollerblading? Telling your parents you're gay. Full-grown adults. Dude, I'm not gay. I don't have the cooties. These mean I suck dick. And they just threw them out. They end up in the ocean. They're made out of plastic. They can't biodegrade. They just break down to little cubes. Fish are breathing them in. 6 months later, you're going out, you're getting conspiracy theory and like slap fights till like 2 in the morning on YouTube, you know? Yeah, I start like piecing shit together. I'm becoming that guy. I'm like that guy, you know, when you sit there, you're sitting there drinking in a bar and all, some guy's cool, you're talking about the game, then all of a sudden he's just like, there's no gold behind our currency. You realize that? You're like, oh yeah, that's great. Pick up your drink, just fucking walk away. Oh, that's what I'm becoming. Totally into conspiracy. That's why I think Barack Obama is going to win the election. I think they're going to let him win because they're in the process, that they need a black guy to blame it on. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Dude, it'll totally feed into the rednecks. They'll be like, you see what happened? Dude, he's only half black. Well, that's the half that did it. That's what happened. I bet the white half was saying... That's what, see, I'm just fucking losing people. I am. I just look at TV and nothing makes sense to me. I'm sick of them telling me shit is shocking, that it's completely obvious. Crocodile hunter dies. Oh, can you fucking... Yes, I can totally believe it. It's why I watch the show. I watched it every week because I knew eventually he was going to fucking die. And I wanted to see it. Right? Oh, I like that dog, the bounty hunter video, or the phone message he left. People are like, can you believe he left that racist message? It's like, dude. Oh, I like that dog, the bounty hunter video, or the phone message he left. People are like, can you believe he left that racist message? It's like, dude, look at him. Look at him. Some redneck with a mullet down to his ass. He drives a pickup. He's got the gloves with the fingers cut off. Yeah, who would have thought he had a couple of fucked up ideas rolling around in his head, Dude, you know what would have been shocking? If he could play the cello. Neck with a mullet down to his ass. He drives a pickup. He's got the gloves with the fingers cut off. Yeah, who would have thought he had a couple of fucked up ideas rolling around in his head, Dude, you know what would have been shocking? If he could play the cello. That would have been shocking, right? Yeah, then you'd be sitting there like, goddamn, look at Doc. Here it is. I thought he was some racist on his way to a steak and shake, and he's busting out a little Beethoven. God damn, I owe this guy. Man, I actually spent so much time alone on the road, actually like contemplated milk to the point I can't even fucking drink it anymore. Sitting there drinking, like, man, this stuff is great, tastes awesome, Then I started thinking it comes out of the carton, and I just did the police work. It comes out of a cow, and I'm like, I am fucking suckling from another species. We have such a crazy relationship with cows. You ever think about that? No, you can nurse from it, you can eat it, right? You can tip it over. It's dependent on me. I gotta get out of this tailspin, man. So I'm thinking about getting a dog. My girlfriend wants me to like adopt a dog. She's like, you want to adopt a dog? We should rescue one. You want to do that? I'm like, no, I don't. She's like, why not? I go, because I think a lot of those dogs, they're a little fucked in the head. Yeah, how do you think they ended up down there? It's like, dude, that's not a pet store. That's like doggy death row, all right? Why don't we just go to a prison and like adopt an inmate on the off chance that maybe they didn't know because his last owner hung him from the ceiling fan every time the Jets didn't cover the over, Dude, that is an animal. That thing could kill you. If a squirrel wanted to fuck me up, if it just started running at me, by the time I processed, like, is that a rat? Is that mechanical? By the time I figured it out, it would have ran up my leg and just taken chunks out of my ear. Then I got to tell that story for the rest of my life, sitting in a bar. Dude, what happened to you? A fucking squirrel, right? Never get laid again. That's what I'm saying, right? I get one of those crazy dogs. Get up at like 3 in the morning to take a leak. Right, I'm shuffling to the bathroom, and that's the exact moment his previous owner used to come home shit-faced and beat the crap out of the dog, right? I got no clue. I'm just, sitting there shuffling to the bathroom. Meanwhile, the dog's getting all amped up, like, fuck this shit, man. I promised myself I wouldn't let this happen again, all right? Time to man up. Ah! Flying at me. Takes a big chunk out of my neck. Then what? I'm laying on the like shackles on him and stuff. He's just sitting there hopping back in. We knew you'd be back. Yeah, go fuck yourself. Get me a milk bone, you know? Wheel him in like Hannibal Lecter with like that lampshade around his neck. I gotta work on my temper, though. Something I really gotta do. I let like the thoughts just spin away, you know? I was on a plane the other day. I actually had the urge. She just starts like waddling around me. And all of a sudden, I just feel my elbow like, dude, you're gonna take this shit? This is ridiculous, man. The whole half of the plane is watching it. Come on, man. Come on. Dude, we got a wide open shot. Just relax. Poof. You don't gotta hit it that hard. And then you can play it off. I'm literally talking to my elbow like, dude, come on, man. We can't do this shit, all right? This chick's like 95 years old. We can't do it. I thought I had my body under control, and she got like to right about there, and then I felt my foot like, dude, we could still trip her. Frame, spitting out their ideas. It's just like, well, why are you talking? Right? You weren't elected. Shut up. Your husband's not running a lemonade stand here. He's running the country. You don't just chime in. Let me guess, is this considered sexist? It is? Why? Well, okay, you just nodded there, lady. Let me ask you this, all right? Let's say you had a leak in your... I'm actually taking care of it. Wouldn't you be like, with all due respect, shut the f*** up. I need a plumber in this moment. I'll extend an olive branch here. All right, at some point, there's going to be the first female president, right? Exactly. Which means at that moment, you're going to have the first male first lady, right? And when that happens, that dude, go do some first lady stuff, all right? Go get yourself some gloves that go up to your elbows. Smile and nod during speeches. Go put your own flair, redecorating the White House, right? Which leads you to Michelle Obama, right? Now she's sitting there holding up those hashtags. Remember that hashtag, bring back our girls? Remember that? It's like, it blew my mind. It's like, why are you showing me that? I'm a stand-up comedian. Like, what am I going to do? For the free world. Tell them to pick up the phone, call some Navy SEALs and solve it. What am I going to do? Show up with a sharpened mic stand? Hey, Michelle said to bring him back. No, it's unreal. I'll tell you what kills me. Hillary Clinton might run. She might run. That blows my mind. I mean, honestly, she became a senator. She went from being the president's wife to being a senator. Just like that. Lateral move. That's like Tom Brady's wife becoming the next quarterback of the Rams. It's like, what, you hanging out? You just pick it up? I sucked at sports, and then I banged Tom Brady, and I don't know what happened. I just picked up a ball. I started lacing it. I'm leading receivers. It was incredible. I knew it was going to be like this. You know what's funny? There's actually people out there that think a woman being president is actually a good idea. You know? Can you believe that? See that they do? That'll do something. That'll change things. How? How the f*** is that going to change anything? Do you know what the president makes a year? The president makes $400,000 a year. That's it. Girlfriend, they just like see that open day. They're like, oh my God, let's fucking fill it up with shit. They just come at you with like one horrible idea after another. They have the worst ideas. They do. You ever get to this one, they'll be like, you want to go to brunch? You want to go to brunch on Sunday? And inside you're like, fucking no! But you can't say that. You got to keep her happy. See what I'm saying? Where are all those feminists then? You can't find them. They had no feminists in a house fire. You can take the most hardcore feminist, you know, some chick right in your face, you chauvinistic son of a bitch, you know, little short, little haircut, you know. Second those flames break out, she'll twist those little hairs into pigtails. Oh, I'm just a girl. I want to go play jump rope.
still gonna have the bachelor party? Do you really need to, man? I mean, you're 41. You just lived the bachelor party for fucking 20 years, right? You do what? You play place? Yeah, you melt. Yeah, what? I can't go to titty bars anymore. I just remember those. You can't see him. You're blind. Jeez, well, thank you for fucking bringing it all the way down to a goddamn. I didn't ask you about your eyesight. I didn't ask you about your eyesight. Jesus Christ, you got problems with your kidneys too? We can just turn this into a benefit. What the fuck is wrong with this guy? He fucking can't see. He's fucking flip-flopping the words. Who is this poor woman who's marrying you on Saturday? The best man is blind too? Really? Yeah, I get it. Well, first of all, you're not fucking blind. You know what? You're looking around too much. You're not doing this shit. You're like, first of all, you were blind. What the fuck are you looking back at him for? You need to work on your fake blind shit. Jesus Christ. You really tried to make me look like an asshole there. I couldn't see with the fucking lights. All of a sudden I see this guy, this blind guy. Oh, with this guy right here with the red shirt. All of a sudden I see this guy, this blind guy. Oh, with this guy right here with the red shirt. I mean, with the clothing. Where are you again? Just correct my head. Oh, there you are. Jesus Christ. Is that what you do? You do shit like that? I appreciate a good scam, man. That's something much fucking better than that. You know what I mean?
There's no scam, dude. It's real.
What? Well, you know, most comics would have just fucking left it after you said I'm blind. I'm sorry. And I literally delved into it to the point that somebody at the table just said, "This is my cave right here." I mean, you want me to bump into some shit? I mean, I don't know what I gotta do here to prove to you that I can't fucking see because I can't fucking see. Jesus Christ. All right, I got it. You can't see. You proved it to me. You're blind. This woman has her hand over her mouth.
See, if he was a quadriplegic, playing a quadriplegic, that's not acting. That's just fucking laying there saying shit that someone else wrote. So tell us, what did you do to prepare for the role? Well, I dove headfirst into the shallow end of a pool when I was 23. I feel like I've been preparing for this role for my whole life. Right, what is up next for you? Well, they're gonna do a reboot of Top Gun. I'm gonna fly. It's not a fucking job. Dude, if you really think it's a job, just look at it. Right? Look at Obama. When that guy got elected, he looked like he was about 41 years old. When he left office, that guy looked like he was about 73. Right? Look at Michelle. She looks younger now than she did when that dude got elected. What has she done for the last 8 years? Yeah, other than lay in a giant vat of Illuminati-level lotion.
Huh?
A roll.
No, I'm bald.
No,
I'm
but
going bald.
I know, but but you still had some stuff, residue of hair.
Residue?
Yeah.
Yeah, you had residue, you know what I mean?
Yes,
You could have done
I
the Chernobyl thing that you were doing, but yeah, but you didn't. You just had to shave it.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Are we going right now?
No, we don't. There's no rules, but I'm
Okay,
I'm just asking a question.
Okay.
Right.
I'm going to answer.
I understand that, but why are you? Your head looks. Yeah. What? Is that the? That's fine. You're Bill Burr, but.
I'm trying to answer your question.
Yeah, go ahead. I just
process of you coming out of the gate shitting on me.
Yeah.
You know, when you start to lose your hair, you got 3 options.
Yeah.
You can,
Yeah.
and there's subsets to all of them.
All right.
Okay, you can do the Rogaine, the hair plugs,
Right.
a system. I love how you came at me aggressive, and now you're going. You got your little panda hands.
I was.
up.
I love how you attacked my little panda hand.
That's
Let
what
me-
you look like. You look like a little panda.
I know. I was just because when you took your hat
like
off.
a little adolescent bear.
I was actually texting with Bill when I was, I was going through my recent problems. You know,
What, when you were coming blood?
no,
Gun in the mouth.
Oh, yeah.
No, when
He was. He started spewing blood a little bit.
trouble. They call me Yanni Nets on the show because they
Further. Let's get clear.
kid moves fucking
I mean,
tickets.
the kid's fucking barely selling out bananas.
Yeah, I sold it out once and I haven't been since I put down the wig. I haven't been asked back.
I got asked to give money back to cops in San Francisco. That's how bad I did.
Oh, I got sent home. I got sent home. Punchline Sacramento. Hey, Bill, come on in the
That's on
office.
there
I'm
this
like,
weekend.
ooh, they're really impressed with my new hour. They're like, yeah, Bill, Sunday. They're like, yeah, Bill, Sunday ain't happening. We're gonna send you home. How would you like to get on a plane right after your show? I got one of those.
Yes. Yeah.
I got demoted from headliner down to feature act the first time I headlined at the Trop in fucking Vegas. The chick I was seeing, I flew her out to see me my big headline. Oh yeah. And the way you love a child and your idea what they are, I mean, give the guy a minute to fucking process it. Where it's just like, if I just met that, I just don't see how putting the guy in prison is going to solve, like he's going to go to jail and be like, oh, now I'm open-minded.
Now I got it.
Now I'm empathetic. I get it. There's something about coming in here and having to make a shank out of my toothbrush and try not to get raped in the ass that I now understand this.
We discovered that
It's the weirdest story anybody's ever said on the podcast. I get it. There's something about coming in here and having to make a shank out of my toothbrush and try not to get raped in the ass that I now understand this.
We discovered that
It's the weirdest story anybody's ever said on the podcast. That made me uncomfortable.
From the beginning, too.
No, it's the serial killer tone of his complete lack of emotion.
Thank you. Can I tell you something?
this happened.
Yes. Yeah. You know what? And I know Bill.
Don't you miss out?
It did
Were
actually.
you frustrated that you knew you had no control over the love that you had for your wife? So
that's
then,
good,
then
Bill.
you were starting to feel trapped.
I think it was more of
like that.
I didn't know how to express how good I felt. So
Yeah.
I thought
No.
yeah.
No, he really just tried. He tried to play dim-witted there.
Yeah.
No,
See, that's the problem.
you're
I fell
cold,
for it.
Calculated.
Yeah.
You're everything you need to be to make in this business.
Yeah.
You just can't be creative and just be floating around like, oh, that tickles my artistic. Calculated.
Yeah.
You're everything you need to be to make in this business.
Yeah.
You just can't be creative and just be floating around like, oh, that tickles my artistic.
There's an
The
idea.
chocolate one and then do the green one.
I
and then
will.
you'll be fine.
I'm excited.
I will.
Yeah,
But you gotta not
dude,
order.
I'm telling you, then you
I'm
just start.
excited
If
for
you
that
start
smoothie roll.
eating well,
Next-
the fat has nowhere to hide. It just
Right,
doesn't. It
right.
just it's just over.
All right, you come back on this show, and I'm gonna be skinny, and I'm gonna call it the where I got a personal trainer, and she's like, I want you to eat high fat ground beef, cheese, avocado. I was like, are you sure this is gonna make me lose weight?
Yeah, that what and then
It's
what?
like, it's like the no.
Yeah,
well,
you shit out of fucking.
I was like,
what's your block?
I was like, what are you talking
Yeah,
about?
no, like
what is
all
that?
of
That's
that-
the
The keto
keto.
style.
I
was
think
like,
that what they do is a lot of those personal trainers. What they have is they have down to a formula how to have you do a Biggest Loser. That just goes too far.
yeah, I think we all can understand.
Just take
that
a
there's
handful of raw bacon and dunk it in butter juice and then suck that down. It's just like, all right. You sure? Everything was a lie that you were told. It's just like, all right. It's just like, this is either 100% right or I'm going to Jonestown. So that might, and I don't know anything about that diet, but I found what I've been doing has been working from you.
Okay,
So
I like
try
it.
it out.
Yeah.
It's
Get
the
yourself a
being a
nutritionist.
healthy, reasonable human being diet.
Where it's like
Balls
side
shriveling up.
yeah, all that.
You can go between the legs a little easier that year.
Yeah, my balls
With the
are shriveled.
anxiety.
But it was just the way to communicate.
I
in my
love that you
neighborhood.
felt at Division III. I got to get on roids. I need a competitive edge here.
Yeah,
We got to beat LaSalle Academy next week.
yeah.
When you can talk about, oh, can you believe this guy said that about someone on a podcast? And it just becomes like,
Yeah, my
Right,
rule
just read it.
became you guys don't have this luxury. You have to have discipline and
What do you stick in your butt when you jerk off?
I
You can't brush over that. Yeah, bad
scripts he didn't like.
people's dreams. people's dreams. I'm really fancy. I'm like a Sam Shepard play.
Do you take those little brass clips out of there before you do it, or is that an added Christmas bonus for you?
People's dreams. Yeah. A Sharpie pen, Jim Norton. A Sharpie pen. Like,
have you really?
Yeah, I tried it because I read a Playboy article about the. I thought that pen is the thing that got dirty, not me.
Cap on or cap off?
It was the end. That's why I picked it. Because I was
like an
well,
octopus afterwards.
I don't want that.
Where'd it go?
Squirting ink.
The cap is designed to be like a grappling hook. You wouldn't want to actually put that up there. Like,
just hooks on.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, you always learn. That's why
It's
you
like
got to
a
come out to
harpoon.
LA, Jim. You got to learn shit out here.
But
So, did you like it or did you not like it?
well,
Free food, free rent, and everything else, man. Here's the deal, man.
Is that from your show?
No, I'm just fascinated by that guy. That's about as free as it gets. I mean, he just doesn't care if his mother sees that or, I mean, he knows what he wants. Is that a bow in his hair or is that just some shit in the background?
I think that's the background.
Dude, he gave out his
Do you want
address.
free rent, though? Like, you get free rent, you get free food.
The reason why he's alone is
He's a hot cum dumpster.
Yeah. He's got a lot going on.
Doesn't he have enough pain in his life? He's got to be on this show too. You know what I mean? That wasn't like low hanging fruit. That was actually. If you did that in a movie, if that was the character, you would be nominated because that was an amazing performance. I actually, what I was kind of addicted to was his cake one.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's a fancy, really fancy one.
Please,
it's
on me. You can fucking throw it. You try it out.
Is this how you handle your relationships when people? What I should have bitched about something bigger.
Yeah.
Fucking hate my car. You just sitting, let me get you a car.
Now you've been with your lovely wife for how long? How long you guys been together?
I don't know, like 14, 15 years.
It's fucking it's a good run.
I love her more than ever.
Oh, see,
she's the best.
How fucking happy
She's
he
the
is.
best.
It's nice.
I know.
It's refreshing.
You know what's funny is they like if you switch their hair, they could be each other. They look just like each other.
Robert Kelly's and all that. They all call you Billy. Colin calls you Billy, but I fucking Bill.
I'm
You know
just
what I mean?
immediately noticing that I don't know about the chain if it's
Yeah.
thick enough to be
Yeah.
that level of confidence.
Yeah, Robert Kelly's and all that. They all call you Billy. Colin calls you Billy, but I fucking Bill.
I'm
You know
just
what I mean?
immediately noticing that I don't know about the chain if it's
Yeah.
thick enough to be
Yeah.
that level of confidence.
Yeah, well, when
that's
the
more of a necklace.
when the chain's out,
he has on a fat chick ankle bracelet around his fucking neck.
No, I say guy when the chain's out.
Yeah, when the chain's out. Yeah, but he does make a good point. It's not really a chain. It's more of an ankle bracelet on a big
Well,
girl.
yeah, my kid's mom.
I thought you start singing a song right there. That would have been perfect.
You think so?
The Louis Changed the World song.
I had this really bad habit from a lot of stuff, and it was like, oh god, that really
the
like
thing
woke me
about
up.
gay though, it's like it used to mean happy, and I was really happy, right?
Sure.
And you never heard them complain when it got hijacked. Like the really happy people didn't like protest against the people. Like, hey, wait a minute.
Yeah.
That word used to mean we're really enjoying our day.
Well,
You guys turn around and
brutal are those piano solos for guys like you and me to sit. Like when you see people in tuxedos, I was talking about it on the podcast last week.
The whole thing.
All right.
It's like exercise. You got to do it every day. You release your resentments every night. I write out who I'm mad at and who I'm holding resentment towards on my little app.
How's it working
It's,
out?
it's going pretty well.
You are fucking wound tight. You are fucking. You know what? I never noticed. I don't think I hung out with you because we're always at the fucking store and we
You
talked
don't
for like
know this
10
about
minutes.
me.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I would not want to make you mad.
No. Benton had to see it.
I have the inside scoop, and I think that that all people do that, including these so-called woke people.
Can I give you the prognosis of my asshole though first?
I would love to know about the prognosis of your asshole. I've heard enough election talk. Let's talk about your rectum.
So I mention it, right? And they go, we got to go to the doctor. I went over there today, and my doctor, Dr. Kawashiri, can I say his name?
Good.
Yeah. Maybe start.
Does he specialize in Asians?
I mean,
I mean,
with a last name like that.
you know what's weird? He could. He could because
I go to my doctor, Dr. O'Houlihan. he specializes in cirrhosis of the liver.
Yeah. Maybe I should switch it up.
Yeah.
Maybe I should get a black doctor or something.
Yeah.
It seems.
Could you be a little more woke and maybe
yeah.
go to another race for your doctoring?
And
what did you do first?
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting.
Oh, yeah.
That's interesting. I think I fucking
I just
bent
thought
over.
that was going to get a laugh.
No.
I thought it was a ridiculous question. Josh, you're going to break it. He just goes, oh, that's interesting.
No.
I thought that was
interesting. You know, because you.
I can't believe you're going to answer this.
A normal person would have taken the pants off first and then bent over.
Yeah.
But what you just said was, I did bend over first. And then took
this.
A normal person would have taken the pants off first and then bent over.
Yeah.
But what you just said was, I did bend over first and then took my pants off.
Wow.
Right?
Of course you did. That's so fucking weird. Oh, my God.
And I bent over and there was that moment where the doctor goes, you know what I mean?
Oh, my God.
What are you doing? Right? And I go, I know how it works. This is the way I do it. Right? So I bent over. Then
I like it.
This is the way I do it. Right? So I bent over. Then
I like it. You made it weird back.
yeah. I reversed it.
You took control of the weirdness. I like it. Now he's weirded out.
Right. And he goes,
what are you waiting for, big boy?
Thank you. Thank you. How are you? Excellent. Thank you for coming out. Very prestigious arena to listen to my dick and shit jokes over the next 90 minutes. No, I'm excited to be here. I am. It's very exciting to be doing stand-up outside of my own country. Yeah, no, not because of you. I'm in another movie. I mean, what the fuck is going on? No, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But I think white women started it. It's the worst. The fucking worst. It's all they do is bitch, moan, and complain. I had no idea how difficult it was to be a white woman in the United States of America. Out masturbating vigorously while holding a shrimp cocktail. I swear to God. I know that's fucked up, but I gotta tell you something. It's a little bit funny that she felt the need to use the adjective vigorously after she said he was masturbating. He was masturbating vigorously. I'm thinking in my head like, as opposed to what? As far as I know, there is only one open-ended, huh? Just straight across the fucking board? All of them? Every last fucking one of them? What about the psychos? What about the ones that key your car and light your shit on fire because you didn't fucking answer a text? What about them? Huh? How about you believe like 88% and that last 12% that's out of their fucking minds? You know, I think that's a fair percentage, wouldn't you? No? Are you too afraid to not believe? No, that's the world we're fucking. Oh my God! You're being so bad. Stop it. No. Yeah, that's not a fucking no. That means I want to do it, but I'm afraid you're going to judge me, so I'm just going to make it look like it was your idea so you don't figure out that I've already performed this act with 40 other fucking people. Right? But then you go to court and you get a bad read and there's some guy reading it. Your Honor, she said no. Stop it. What are you doing? You're being so bad. To be a feminist. You can't do it. You're a man. Look, you can agree with it, you can empathize, sympathy, you can do all of that shit, but you can't be it any more than I can stand here and just be like, I'm a Black Panther! Fight the power! And then I walk out the door, a blue-eyed white dude, and I get to live that fucking life, right? I don't know, ladies. I don't buy it. Maybe you do, I don't. Anytime I hear a guy say I'm a male feminist, I always just think that is the most pathetic. That doesn't happen here in the jolly old England, right? Not at all. Everybody gets all dead silent. Big fucking elephant in the fucking room. Right? Yeah. How the fuck do you... What's that? Ask for consent? Doesn't that take the mood? Well, Jesus, that kind of took it in a weird way. Dude, whatever the fuck I was saying, however you heard it, that's not what the fuck I'm saying, all right?
Yeah, that's what you did. That's what you did. So why don't you shut up, sit down next to me, and take your talking to. Thank you. So,
I don't know what it is. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But I think white women started it.
tell Stevie Wonder to come down and play some songs tonight.
Now, I found out she's doing a tour because she's doing a book tour. Yeah, she wrote a book. She wrote a book about not having a job.
I gotta read that fucking book.
Chapter 1, how to know if a dick tastes presidential.
How to weed you.
By the way, this is going to be my last show ever by the time this fucking thing comes out. Someday, there's going to be the first female president, which means there's going to be the first male first lady. Right? And you wait. You fucking wait. The first time that dude opens these feminists, they're on me. You shut the fuck up. You shut the fuck up. It is her time now. It is her time. She was elected, not you. Go pick up.
I wasn't trying to spell dinosaur.
I'm serious. Women have like too much energy for me. That's what I've noticed, you know? Like you can't have a day off when you have a girlfriend. They just like see that open day. They're like, oh my God, let's go fill it up with some stuff. Really like religious. She goes to church every week and I never go and it freaks her out. She's like, why don't you go to church? You don't believe in God and heaven and hell and all that stuff? Why don't you go? And I talk to him. Hey, how's it been going? Oh, you know, been rough last couple of nights downstairs on the couch. You know how that is, right? No, I don't. I don't understand. Yeah, how did you get yourself into that situation? I shouldn't make fun of Ebola. I don't know anything about it. Other than if you get it, you have this unbelievable urge to go to the airport. Right? Yeah, I don't know what it is. Nobody gets Ebola, just has the decency to just walk out in the woods by themselves and just bleed out like a gentleman, right? I think about the population all the time. I think I got the plan. I would just start randomly sinking cruise ships. Think about the kinds of people that take a cruise. These aren't forward thinkers. Right. It's nice to be out here in Denver, man.
It's legal on a state level, but not on a federal level, man.
Buddy out here dressing like they're fucking going hiking. Your North Face pajamas and all the shit you guys have. You guys all live inside.
Some shit coming out my balls out, walking down the street, because that's what Jesus said in John 13. I read it in my Bible study class. I don't give a fuck. And if I get it, I'm going to the hospital and be like, all right, fix me. You were right.
Everybody, all hypocritical, all the liberals. You gotta wear the mask, you gotta wear the mask. And half of them, when they talk, they're pulling it down. They got it up under their fucking nose. That took their dick out at work. Despite the stats, right?
Every 1.6 seconds, somebody takes their dick out and shakes it in a woman's face in a cubicle.
You're like, huh?
Every 1.6 seconds? I must not have been paying attention. Every 3.2 seconds, some man jizzes on a bird and rubs it in a woman's face. Holy shit! I didn't know that happened.
Yeah, so fortunately...
Laughing already because here in the Cayman Islands interview lounge because comedian Bill Burr has stopped by this morning. Bill, thanks for coming to the Cayman Kind Studio.
Oh, thank you for having me in the Cayman Island
yes.
Memorial Studios.
That's what it is.
Something like
and
that.
We're glad to have you. You got a busy week. We're just looking at your schedule. You're going to be on Fallon and Conan, right, this week?
I'm media boy this week. I got a new animated show, or a cartoon, as I still call it, coming out on Netflix. Mike's dad, and everybody else in the writers' room. It's basically, we set it back where in that time where you could, kids today, they wear helmets when they ride bicycles. They have play dates and all that. And back then it was they just set you outside, like, get out of here. Just go outside. Yeah, you could literally bring a gun to the airport back then if you had your briefcase. As long as you didn't wave it around, it was fine. It was just like a different time, and I just throughout my career I've been telling like family stories on stage, and
we had a chance to watch it today. First of all, it's called F is for Family, but probably not for the family. It's an adult version.
Well, it's not for
adult
kids,
show. Right? Not for kids.
Yeah, but families will totally be able to relate to this. If you want to go and if you had any sort of family that I grew up in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, how close is it to your family? Like, how many kids did you grow up with?
Oh no, it's we had 6 kids.
Oh, okay.
There's only 3 kids. I mean, you're not gonna have 6 different kids. Elements and hints and stuff like that. And sometimes it's just a 10-speed bicycle. Other times it's like a catchphrase. Like my dad saying, "I'll put you through that bleeping wall," was something that he used to say. And
you can't say that now. Dads can't say
yeah,
that.
You can.
You can.
You can do all of that stuff.
Like
There's this whole Chicken Little, the sky is falling, and that people believe you can't say things like that stuff you were talking about, like the polar bear with the
Starbucks cookie.
It's the Starbucks
yeah,
polar bear
that is one.
But
yes.
But F is for Family. When is it available on Netflix?
December 18th.
Okay.
You can binge watch all of them.
Binge watch. They're all
so it took us over a year to draw and do all that.
Well, that's what people do now.
You can watch it all in about
That's
2
what we're
hours,
gonna
40
do.
minutes, and be like, "Hey, when's the next 6 coming out?" But I'm really proud of it. It's not just like we can curse on the show, which we obviously.
That's what I meant by
do.
saying for the kids.
Yeah, but there's still a lot of we still. Netflix is they put the whole thing out at once, and then if people respond to it, then they just do an order of the second season. So when that's going to happen, I don't know how soon.
You need
that
views,
happens,
right?
so.
I mean,
I'm sure.
Yeah, that's how it
Yes.
works, right?
And we're also coming out the same day as Star Wars. So
Oh.
I'm hoping,
That's right. You can't get tickets to Star Wars, so
yeah,
This is for if you
maybe
have
people
Netflix.
will watch. People telling me I'm going to watch while I stand in line for Star Wars. I'm going to binge
Sleep
watch
out
this
overnight.
stuff.
But that's what people do now. Like, Christine is, got me into Walking Dead. And that's how you guys watch it. Just
Binge watching.
Yeah.
Oh, I watched Bloodline, and I watched Peaky Blinders. I'm watching Fargo.
Mm-hmm.
And,
It's too easy. I mean, because the next one just rolls and rolls. And
next thing you
can't
know,
get
it's
off
4
the
in the
couch,
morning.
right?
And you're like, oh my God, I got to do radio here.
Just want to see what happens in the next episode. Okay, I'm watching another hour. And then it goes and it goes. But I mean, Netflix is such a great venue. They've got, I think, the most Golden Globe nominations.
Oh,
it's
is that right?
Yeah.
Are they not
like the
afraid
place
to be not political? Are they not
Like the
afraid
place to
to be not politically correct? Because I mean, in parts of the show, there was like, wow, you.
Oh no, yeah, the
you know what I'm
networks their notes were basically push it further. It was the dream.
Wow.
But that whole political correctness, it's just, I swear to God.
That's your hot button, Bill.
No, it's like, it isn't though. It's just like people are adults. They understand. Look, if animated characters can destroy all of your parenting in 6 episodes, you're like the worst parent ever.
You're the worst.
It's a scarf.
Yeah.
So now I have to apologize because you think we... Like, what kind of a dope thinks that Starbucks is going to have a bear with a slit throat in the holidays?
Yeah.
Like, they sat around and have, that's what we're going to do. We have polar bears with its throat cut.
Wait a minute, do we know?
This will drum up business. And then I think
Have they
it's also...
apologized yet? Do we know? Because they probably... No, they haven't apologized yet?
But I think it becomes like clickbait. It's really lazy journalism. And it's an easy thing. And those guys, none of them go to jail. But God forbid you tell a joke in a strip mall that somebody and one person out of like 400 doesn't like it, and that becomes the story. And they write a blog about it. And they treat the blogger like they won like a Peabody Award for the New York Times.
Right.
It's just some dope in the crowd who sat there and watched 100 subjects go by, and everything was funny. And then it came to their part of their life. And that was a statement.
Yeah,
he meant that one.
It struck a nerve.
Yeah, they're babies.
Have
They're
you,
babies, and if you just stand up to them, they're bullies.
Have you changed?
I remember this one poor woman said she was a PA, went into some director's trailer, and he allegedly came running out, masturbating vigorously while holding a shrimp cocktail. I swear to God. I know that's fucked up, but I gotta tell you something. It's a little bit funny that she felt the need to use the adjective vigorously after she said he was masturbating. I don't know, 6 months in, they just sounded like bad dates. It was like, he was 10 minutes late, the chicken was cold, I think I was raped, career over. What about my side of the story? Fuck your side of the story! You have a dick and balls, we don't want to hear it! Yeah. It's really weird how the whole thing, it went from like nobody listening, men not listening to women at all, to just this total overcorrection that anything they fucking said means it happens, you know? A little open-ended, huh? Just straight across the fucking board? All of them? Every last fucking one of them? What about the psychos? What about the ones that key your car and light your shit on fire because you didn't fucking answer a text? What about them? Huh? How about you believe like 88% and that last 12% that's out of their fucking minds? You know, I think that's a fair percentage, wouldn't you? No? Are you too afraid to not believe? No, that's the world doesn't. All right? Look, no means no. No, that means no. All right, but no, stop it. What are you doing? Oh my God. You're being so bad. Stop it. No. Yeah, that's not a fucking no. That means I want to do it, but I'm afraid you're going to judge me, so I'm just going to make it look like it was your idea so you don't figure out that I've already performed this act with 40 other fucking people. Right? But what kind of a man who still has his balls is walking around saying that he's a male feminist? I'm a male feminist. I totally see the way you see the fucking world. It's impossible as a man who was raised right. You can't do it. You're a man. Look, you can agree with it. You can empathize, sympathy. You can do all of that shit, but you can't be it anymore. You can't do it. You're a man. Look, you can agree with it. You can empathize, sympathy. You can do all of that shit, but you can't be it any more than I can stand here and just be like, I'm a Black Panther. Fight the power. And then I walk out the door, a blue-eyed white dude, and I get to live that fucking life, right? I don't know, ladies. I don't buy it. Maybe you do. I don't. Anytime I hear a guy say I'm a male feminist, I always just think that is the most pathetic, limp dick way ever to try and get some pussy, right? Literally the fucking game you had when you were on a first date when you were 16, you were all nervous and your whole game plan was just agree with her, maybe she'll touch it. So, what are your favorite bands? I like whatever you like. Will you touch it now? Did I do it right? Yeah, it's a weird time right now. I'm glad that I'm fucking, married now. I don't gotta fucking deal with any of that shit. You know? Younger guys, I don't know. How do you deal with it? Like, you know, it was... Dude, whatever the fuck I was saying, however you heard it, that's not what the fuck I'm saying, all right? You know, I really listened to this Me Too movement. I think for the first time in my life, I'm gonna ask for consent. I'm really gonna do it this time. I've been feeling... This is why you can't judge comedians. Do you understand this? Do you understand what the fuck I was saying and how this fucking...
It's just not what it... They got like a mascot now.
They got a mascot?
They got a mascot.
I didn't know they had a mascot.
They tried a mascot in the late 70s, and the guy got pelted with so many, like, cigarette lighters that he quit after, like, 3 games. And that's what I mean. Now I come back to Boston, everybody's like, they like, holding, swaying, singing this song. It's just...
It's
the
not the
Patriots have, like, a lighthouse at their stadium now. It's just not the city I left. You would sit there wasting your time. They all say the same thing. They're all like, over the last 4 years, everything good that happened was because of us. And we would have done more good stuff if it wasn't for those guys. And then the Democrats go, oh, we did all the good stuff. It's like you're all working for the same guy. They bet on both horses, and then it just kind of goes. It's not for you, all right? You vote for that guy that says, like, there's a meteor headed right to side. Because I think both the Democrats and Republicans, they just say the same thing. They just say those applause break. I think it's time to get this country back to work. And everybody, some guy with like a Tennessee sign jumping up and down like he's part of it, right? We're all gonna get replaced by like robots. That's what I think. Like eventually.
You think we're all going to be replaced by robots?
Yeah. According to my YouTube and Wiki, we're all gonna get replaced by like robots. That's what I think. Like eventually.
You think we're all going to be replaced by robots?
Yeah. According to my YouTube and Wikipedia research, I think that's the event. You know what it is, Conan? I don't have any kids, and if you go too long, you get a little crazy. You know, you become like that black dude in Predator. Remember that guy? Like I see it over there in them trees. Remember that guy? Like I see it over there in them trees. Remember that? Become like that guy.
So you've become him because you didn't have children.
Like shaving your head. Yeah. No, you gotta have something. I gotta have a kid. That's what I gotta do. I should just have a kid and play catch with them. You know, lie to tell them that, you know, Santa's coming and all that, right?
No, I think it's too late. Whatever. At least October 1st at BillBurr.com.
That's right. And I'm hoping people are going to actually download it and pay for it. I am hoping. It's a big risk now.
Yeah.
That could become like a $140,000 business card. You know? That's going to basically be like... And if you're gonna steal it, can you just be honest and just say I stole it? Can you just do that? Don't be like, we're not stealing it, we're sharing it, man. No, you're stealing it. All right? I hate to tell you this, Lars. No, you're stealing it. All right? I hate to tell you this, Lars was right. He was right. It's stealing. Okay? I did it too. You know.
Lars from Metallica.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the other Lars.
I don't know. There might be another Lars. I'm just trying
like
to be...
a monster movie. Isn't that like the assistant name? Lars, turn the switch.
No, but that's how progressive you guys are, right? You don't have any idea, right? Like, let's play a game. I'll just name different people you see, and see the slides that come into your head, right? Construction worker, sports fan, painter, skateboarder, lesbian. Right? It all goes blank. You know, I've never been in a country where all of a sudden the most powerful army the world has ever seen comes in and takes it over in a couple hours. She must have been terrified, right? And she's a woman. You know, she's into fashion. They show up with those Hugo Boss uniforms. You know, her knees buckle a little bit. Things start getting ugly. People are getting shot in the street. She's freaking out. You know. And she's a woman. And women know push comes to the option of fucking their way out of a situation. They always got that card they can play. Right? All women know this. All women know this. Men don't realize this till they go to prison. But women learn this early on. She had the option, and she took it. I can't get mad at her for that, you know? So she's dead and gone. I think she's up there in heaven. I think, yeah, there you go. So, still buy your Coco Chanel. She's still a hero. She was a victim. She was a victim of that time. She was frightened. She was scared. She didn't know what to do. Anyway. So, we're living in a fucking weird time. Obviously, beyond all the bullshit that's going on now. Like, every time I think feminism, what is it now? I'm just fucking with you. Feminism doesn't bug me. You know, it doesn't bother me. I'm not afraid of it or anything like that. You know, for the simple fact that I know it's going to fail, you know? And I take comfort in that. I do. I'm not rooting for it because I know it doesn't like me. Yeah. Do you know why? I think us like more men need to care about this issue. Where are the men to stand up and say something? Like, why do I have to fucking say something? This is your fucking problem. Why are you always dragging us into this shit? I saw a woman a couple months back professional soccer player, right? She goes on to ESPN or one of these sports channels, and she starts saying no professional female athletes, Serena Williams, the women in the UFC, you know? But nobody's watching your fucking sport. And then you're going to come and you're going to get mad at fucking men. They keep doing that shit. Why are you yelling at us? It's not our fucking job. It's not my fucking job to give a fuck about women's soccer, okay? I have men's sport to pay attention to. It's your bullshit, right? Dude. Yeah. None of you went to the fucking games. None of you. You failed them. Not me. Not men. Women failed the WNBA. Ladies, name your top 5 all-time WNBA players of all time. Come on. That's it. Name 5 fuck about them. They play night in and night out in front of nobody. It's a fucking tragedy. Right? And then meanwhile, you look at the Kardashians, they're making billions. You look at those Real Housewives shows, they're making money hand over fist, because that's what women are watching. And the money listens. You don't want to watch this shit, you watch this shit. They just shit. Real Housewives, bunch of women just tearing each other down. Well, maybe that's why your husband left you. Maybe that's why your husband left. That's why you can't have kids, bitch. That's why your ass is as flat as your titties, bitch, right? That's the message you sent. We would rather watch that than see a bunch of women come together as a team and try to achieve a common goal. We would rather watch them actually fucking destroy each other. Yeah. No. And then in the end, and you fucking yell at guys. And it's like, all right, so let me get this straight. I have to buy you a drink, stop the axe murderer from coming through the fucking window, and I have to watch WNBA games for you? When are you going to pick up your end of the couch? Yeah. I don't have any sympathy for women when it comes to shit like that, because every study they've ever done to determine who's going to end well. Did he say I'm pretty? Oh my God! Get out of the relationship! If every study says that you're smarter, okay, the question you should be asking yourself was, we're so goddamn smart, how are we in the situation we're in? Well? Team! Up top! Yeah! You want to get some more mozzarella sticks? Yeah! As a woman with your bigger brain, you never looked in there and thought to yourself, I'm fucking losing to that? I'm losing to that. Yeah, there's nothing stopping you other than the fact that you guys are just into destroying each other. No, now it's going to get quiet. I see all that sneaky shit you do. Ladies, if you could just support the WNBA the way you support a fat chick that's proud of her body and is no longer a threat to you, you know, that league would be doing better numbers than the NBA. Oh, my God. That's one of the saddest things I've ever seen. Oh, my God, you're a goddess. You're gorgeous. You look great in that bikini. I would kill myself if I looked like that. Oh, my God. That's one of the saddest things I've ever seen. Oh, my God, you're a goddess. You're gorgeous. You look great in that bikini. I would kill myself if I looked like that. Keep eating. Keep eating. Lose a toe, you fat bitch. It's just... You saw an alcoholic where you'd be like, oh, my God, look at you. You're face down, passed out. Your kids are crying. You're a hero. You're a god. Keep doing what you're doing. Alcoholic where you'd be like, oh, my God, look at you. You're face down, passed out. Your kids are crying. You're a hero. You're a god. Keep doing what you're doing. You'd be like, dude, you need to get your fucking shit together. Get off the sauce.